Super T Sigma programming. You know. Listen, love, it is something to fall in. Fall in. Love is something you got to fall in line with, right? Falling in love is not just relations between you and another person. Falling in love can be between you, yourself, you know what I mean? And you. In this first person, it'll be me, myself, and I. Because really, if you don't fall in love in those three categories, in the me, myself, and I category, then trying to get it with another person, you know, you're gonna be dealing with a little bit of uphill, possibly. Or at the very best, you know, you'll learn yourselves and get a learning curve. Both of you guys will trade notes on how to love better, coming from different ends of the spectrum. So it's cool. But falling in love, you know, there was a part where people kind of guard against that. Don't fall in love. So what they mean is, you know, don't be gullible. Don't just fall for anybody. You know, get to know somebody first. Don't fall while you're in love. So how about we say this? How about falling for love? And when you say fall in love, you're falling in line with the principle of love versus falling in line with the principle of hate. You know, there's people that are in hate, right? You know what I mean? They're in hate. They're inside of it. Like, I fell in hate. You know what I mean? Like, you want to fall in hate with me today, girl? Let's fall in hate together. I hate you, but I especially hate me. I hate everything that has come to be with it. Like, hate, there's people that are really in hate. Check their conversation. Barring some crisis, how often do they talk bad news? Are they one of these kind of people that got an abundance of life but can't stay out of the obituary section of the newspaper? The ones who got all the money in the world, but all they cover is losses. That's the only current events that they like to cover. You know, this person just fell out their company and lost $22 billion last quarter. You know, sometimes you can fall in hate, and it's real easy to do. Just get a job. Get a job anywhere. You're going to see it. On the lowest, it's almost like a counterbalancing, almost antithetical company morale. No matter what it is, it could be the warehouse, it could be the penthouse. Man, somebody is gonna be some groups of some people in there complaining. Why they gave me $10,000 this week? I needed it Thursday. They gave me it Wednesday. Now I gotta reconfigure some stuff. I needed it to just come automatic. They be complaining in paradise. Why it's so beautiful out here? Ew. How we know what to expect if it ain't ugly out here sometimes? People be falling in hate. Falling in it. Falling for it. Falling in line with it. Falling in line with hate. Yeah, I mean, Ecclesiastes does say that there is a time to hate, but they don't mean that you have to persist in the said hate, but to simply fall in it, a lot of times is to fall for it. You know what I mean? So you want to balance, you make sure you balance that out, you know, have as little to no hate as possible. Yeah, there's going to be some things that you may quote unquote dislike very strongly, but leave it in the dislike very strongly category as something to stay away from, not something that is so polarizing to you that you are triggered thereby. You know what I mean? Because once you're triggered, you're trapped. You don't even have to jump into the full sway of the negative practices. Just having this thing draining on your vibration, just having these things leeching off of your chi is already like bad enough. So you fall in love, but fall in line with love. One of the best ways to fall in line, this is how you get really in line with love, where you don't confuse it with nothing else. Start unconditional. Start loving people not based on how you sizing them up. Does this person even look like they worthy for me to say hello? I don't know, they look mean. Just throw a good morning out there anyway and just see. Remember, at first, your love does have to be initially unconditional because you don't want to appear judgmental, you see. But after that, it is very discerning of you, and should be, for you to have love with conditions once you get the evidence in response to your dealings with the person. You don't want to judge the person on how they feel before you approach them with the good morning. You don't want to fall in hate. You want to fall in love, in line with love. Love gives a person their own space first, but love also extends the hand of love. It doesn't force it upon you, because that becomes infatuation, and that's really lust, disguising itself as a form of eros. So you wanna be, I guess, powerfully open, but not at all abrasive or invasive, because that'll lead the other person to be what? Evasive. They'll evade you, avoid you. Super T Sigma, Sigma programming. Stay illuminated, people. You already know.